Hey, my name is Nick and welcome to another episode of the Side Quest. Today's beer is called Tsoko Latte by the Guam Brewery. Now this beer is an Imperial Porter brewed with cacao and peanut butter, 9% ABV, 15 IBUs, and 42 SRM. There's this little small blurb on the back that says, this Imperial Porter is inspired by the Filipino hot chocolate beverage. It's a rich blend of chocolate and peanut butter flavors layered on top of an equally extravagant malt bill of English chocolate and caramel malts. Now this label was also designed by Nico. I know the last few beers I've done have been like his label designs. The last two, the King Par and the Chamorro Chip Cookie Stout, were actually collaborated on by him. But he's been doing a lot of work back here on Guam, and you can tell in this label, it's the same style as I think the Pineapple Paradise, the Pineapple Berliner Weiss. Like you can tell, like it's his artwork. I also like some of the Guam things he added into here. On the right side of this can, you can see the Chocolate House and the arches to Plaza de España, which is down in Hagatna, and it's a historical remnant of Spanish colonial era. And I think the Chocolate House was actually made to make chocolate. So that's a cool little local integration for this beer. Now this is an Imperial Porter. I actually haven't had one since San Diego. I think the last one was the Russian River. I forgot what it's called. Shadow of something. I forgot. I'll just probably put a link up here for you guys. But yeah, I didn't really dig that one. I think there was just too much like roasted like ashiness in that beer, and so hopefully with the adjuncts, with the chocolate and the peanut butter, hopefully that kind of like tempers that flavor a little bit. I'm not really a big fan of the whole ashtray, quote unquote, ashtray flavor that you get in these some of these roasted beers. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how well this beer tastes when compared to the Inspiration. So let's pour this beer out and take a look at it, and I'll be right back right after this pour. Great looking pour. Let's take a look at this porter. So as you can see, the head's pretty much gone, but it did have a lot of head retention in the beginning. It's been like maybe about I want to say like 2 minutes since I poured this, so a lot of the bubbles have dissipated, but I'm not worried about the carbonation in this beer at all. When you look at the color on it, it is super dark, super opaque. I can't see through it. Although it is not as dark as a stout, you can see like the outsides of this glass, like a nice, how should I put it, like a dark chocolate, like a dark brown, I guess. Like a dark brown color coming off this glass, and it looks really good. It's a 9% beer. It does have some legs on it. I can see it sticking to the glass, but yeah. It's dark, and it pretty looks good. So let's get a nose on it. Alright, so the thing that's popping out to me at the very beginning is this peanut aroma that's coming off of it. It's very strong, which is great. I love peanut and peanut beers. Like I don't like it when they use peanuts or peanut butter and it falls off. Like I really like a lot of peanuts in beer. So hopefully this lives up to that. There's like this softness on the back end of the aroma coming off of this beer. I'm not sure if it's like sugary sweetness that's coming off of it, but it does smell sweet. I don't get any of the alcohol at all, and it's a really inviting aroma. Like I actually just want to drink it, so let's drink it. Cheers. So I've had about 2 big sips of this beer, and it does deliver on the peanut, but sort of like a little bit different. You don't get like a peanut butter flavor so to speak. You do get like this peanut thing that's coming through. It's usually get it on the exhale, like after you drink, and like it just kind of like fills your nose, and that's great. Love that. But the flavor is more like a roasted peanut, and it's only like a light roasted peanut. It's not like a super heavy like a Jif or a like a Peter Pan peanut butter type of flavor. But that peanut note is great though. Like I really like it. Chocolate on the other hand, it's sort of like maybe it blends in with the malt, like the chocolate malt, because it's not super strong. Also, I noticed that when they use cacao nibs, it's not like a chocolate bar type of flavor. It's more of like a bitter, like a super dark chocolate kind of flavor. I noticed, at least to me, that's how I perceive it. But yeah, like, the chocolate kind of is sort of in the background. It's not really noticeable and doesn't like hit you up front. I do get like this nice maltiness that's complementing that peanut though, and that is tasting really great. I noticed this with some of Guam Brewery's beers that are not super over the top. They're not like like pounds and pounds of adjuncts, and then you kind of just get blasted with this flavor. But it's sort of like very mild, and it sort of all meshes together to make like a good experience, but not like a super crazy experience. And I really enjoyed that about this beer. Like I thought I wanted like this over the top peanut butter thing to go into it, but I actually prefer this one right now. I think it's because the malt bill is not like strong like a stout. So I'm used to like peanut butter in stouts, and like the malt bill for this is not like super dark, super roasty. It's more of like a nice, like a nice biscuity, nice like bready kind of flavors, and that peanut kind of works in there subtly, and it's not like punching you in the face with that peanut butter taste. The other thing I liked about this too is that they didn't really tell what the hops were on the can, and I couldn't really tell if it was in it, to be honest. The bitterness I kind of got reminded me of like a spirit alcohol bitterness, so maybe that's the 9% tasting in there, and that's great. Like it's not overly bitter. It's sort of like it's right there. It's like the bitterness is tolerable for something this big. But overall, I actually enjoy this beer. I actually bought two cans of it, and now I think I'm gonna have to buy at least another two just to have in my fridge. I used to talk about having brown ales in my fridge just because I like the taste, but I might be switching to this Imperial Porter. It's 9% though, so it's kind of a lot, to be honest. Like I'm not a huge drinker, even though I do like episodes like this of beer. I actually don't drink a lot during the week, and I noticed that my tolerance for like high alcohol beers kind of goes down, and this is probably something I'm gonna have to share with somebody, only because I'm not a super high tolerance beer drinker anymore. I was in college, but not anymore. But yeah, I enjoy this beer. It's great, and I know Guam Brewery is coming out with a bunch of new stuff, and I can't wait to see what else they're gonna put out. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. This beer gives you a great peanut experience.